Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been so long and I'm glad to be with you guys again. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make money through copy trading, and I'm also going to show you how I've been doing it for a very long time now. So I'm going to be showing you how to do copy trading on the Binance platform, okay? And I'm also going to be explaining this as a live demo. Okay? I'm going to be using real money to explain this. I'll be depositing $500 on the Binance platform to show you guys how you can do this to make daily income. Okay, this is definitely going to make you good amount of profit on a daily basis. Okay, all you just need to do is sit back and watch this video to the end, and if you have any question you can also ask in the comment section. And before we dive into this, I would like you guys to please take small of your time to smash the like button and also subscribe to my channel to get more updates like this whenever I do upload them on YouTube. So without further ado, let's dive in. Alright guys, so as you can see, we are on the home page of Binance, and I want us to come here straight to assets. Okay, so I want to show you guys something. Like I said, I'm going to be explaining this with a live demo. Okay, I'm going to be showing you guys how to start copy trading and how you're going to be getting your profit daily. I'll be showing you guys the full process. Now, the first thing we just need to do is to locate the copy trading section on the Binance platform. Okay, now as you can see, this is what you are going to do. You come here and click on trade. Okay, there are many ways to locate the copy trading section, but I'm going to be showing you guys the easier way. Okay, so what you just need to do is to come here and click on trade. Once you're on trade, the next thing you need to do is to click on this hamburger button. Okay, once you click on this hamburger button, you're going to come here and click on copy. Okay, so once you click on copy, as you can see guys, we are finally located the copy trading section. Okay, so you can see you can become a copy trader also. Okay, but this I'll be explaining it later. Now you can see that this is showing us spot copy. Okay, you can see that it's showing us spot copy. Now there are two categories for copy trading. Okay, on the Binance platform, you can either copy as a spot trader, okay, or you copy as a futures trader. Okay, but let's begin with the first one, which is the futures copy trading. Okay, so I'm sure most of us know what futures trading is all about. Okay, even if you don't know anything about it, you don't need to stress yourself, because all you're going to be doing is to just copy a master or a professional that knows more about futures trading. Okay, so what you just have to do is to come here and click on it. All right, so as you can see, we are on the futures page for copy trading. Now, most of these people that you are seeing right here, okay, these are professionals that are very good in futures trading. Okay, all right guys, so as you can see on the left side of my screen, there are three categories right here, okay, of copy traders. There's the public copy traders, there's the private, and there's also favorites. Okay, these public copy traders are people that anybody on the platform can easily copy. Okay, you don't need any special access to copy these people, while for private copy traders you need a special access. Okay, let me go ahead and click it. So as you can see, you need a special access for you to be able to copy these people right here. Okay, if I go ahead and click on copy right now, you can see they're asking for a invitation code. So you need to know these people before you be able to copy them. And you can see they are also doing well on the futures trading platform. Okay, they are doing well. Okay, now if you come here and click on favorites, you see that there's nobody right here. That's because I've not picked any masters as my favorite copy trader. Okay, I have not picked any masters as my favorite master for copy trading. So starting from the top right here, these are popular masters. Okay, they arrange them like this because they have been doing well on the platform. But we're not just going to be selecting anybody right here. We're going to be filtering our search. Okay, we're going to be using this option right here to filter our search to get the best master that we can copy. Okay, now I just have to click on it. Okay, so as you can see right here, the first thing we can filter is the time range. Okay, how long has this master been on this platform? Okay, how long has the person you want to copy been on the platform? Now I'm just going to go ahead and leave this as 30 days. Okay, 30 days is enough to get a good person to copy. Now the next thing you need to filter is the tags. Okay, so if you want someone that is very good, like the top performer, you can go ahead and click on this. If you want someone that uses low leverage, you can go ahead and click on it, but I'm going to be leaving this empty. Okay, I'm not selecting anything. Now the next thing to filter is the 30 days profit and loss, as you can see right here. Okay, which is ranging from 0 to 5 million. I'm going to be leaving this blank. I also advise you guys to leave it blank. Okay, so you can see good options. The next thing we're going to be filtering is the 30 days ROI. As you guys can see, ROI means return on investment. It means the money that you are going to be profiting after copying a trader within 30 days. And as you can see, there are different categories to it. Okay, I want the person I want to copy to have made at least 25% of his capital. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this 25%. Okay, now the next category of filtering is this 30 days MDD, which means 30 days maximum drawdown. And this is also meaning the loss that the master has made within 30 days. A good category to select is this 10% right here. Okay, you don't want to follow somebody that has lost up to 30% of his capital or 50% of his capital. So let's just click on this. Okay, so we're going with this particular option. Okay, now and the next thing to select is the 30 days copy trader P and L. Okay, so I'm going to leave this like the default. I'm going to leave it as the default. Okay, now the next thing we're also going to select is the days trading. And like I said, 30 days is enough for this. So we're going to stick with 30 days. So let's copy or let's click on 30 days. Now the next thing to select is the AUM. Okay. AUM means assets under management. So if you want a master that has up to $25,000 under his management, you can go ahead and click on it. If you want one that has up to $500,000, you can go ahead and click on this too. Okay, but I'm going to be leaving this blank. We're not selecting anything. It's not that important. Now, the last important thing we're going to copy is to select the minimum copy amount. Now, this is very important, okay, because not everybody has enough money to start this process. Okay, I'm going to be using $500 to explain this. So there are some people that have up to $10 which can who can also do it. So I'm going to be going for $100. Okay, a good amount to start any form of trading is $100. If you don't have up to $100, you might lose money quickly. You might lose all your capital. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this option right now. Okay, so this is how your filter should look like if you want a very good master to copy. I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm. Just go ahead and click on confirm. So as you guys can see, this is our filter result. For this first master trader, okay, his 30 days maximum drawdown is 4.2%. Now, the best thing you need to do to get a good trader to copy is to always check their maximum drawdown. Okay, you have to follow someone that has the lowest maximum drawdown. That's the lowest amount he has lost within 30 days. Okay, so as you can see, he is having a 4.2% maximum drawdown. It means he has lost 4.2% of his capital. And another thing why we can't follow this guy is because he is full. Okay, so you can see he needed a total of 600 people to copy him, and he has gotten 600 people. So another thing you need to do is to try and be fast if you get a good copy trader. Okay, you don't have to wait for long. If you get a good master, try and copy him immediately you have money. Okay, now the next person, as you can see, is this guy right here. Okay, Akato, that's his name, and he needs a minimum of 200 or a maximum of 200 people to copy him. And you can see his 30 days maximum drawdown 1.48%, and this is very good. And also if you check his 30 days return on investments, okay, his 30 days profit, you can see that it is 175%, which is very good. Okay, this is very good, and this is the guy I think we're going to be copying. But let's take a look at another person. You can see this third person right here. Okay, this third person has a loss of 8.6% of capital within 30 days, which is very bad and is even on the very high side compared to the two traders we talked about before. Now, this is the open person we can go for, and this is the best person we can go for. So what you just have to do is to come here and click on copy. Okay, just come here and click on copy. Okay, so before we copy this guy, before we copy Mr. Akato, there are still some things we have to take note of. Okay, so you can see there are two categories of copying this guy. You can either copy him using fixed ratio, or you can copy him using fixed amount. Okay, now let's come straight to fixed ratio and explain. Now what this means is that I would like you guys to please pay close attention so that you understand what it means to copy someone with fixed ratio. Okay, now, if you want to copy someone with fixed ratio, it basically means that you are going to be copying him with the full percentage of each trade is opening. Let me explain better. Okay, so let's say this guy Akato has $1,000 in his account. Okay, and he used $500 to open the trade. Basically means he has used 50% of his capital to open a trade. Any trade that Mr. Akato opens, okay, and he used, let's say, 10%, it basically means it's also 10% of your capital that you're going to use to enter that trade. But I'm not going to be using fixed ratio for this, okay? We're going to be using fixed amount. I prefer to use fixed amount, and I'm going to explain why, okay? So I've explained fixed ratio and all you need to know about fixed ratio. The last thing you just need to know is your stop loss, okay? But I'm going to explain this stop loss using the fixed amount section. So let's go straight to the fixed amount, okay? Now for fixed amount, you can see there are two things unlike fixed ratio. Now for the first one, you have the cost per order, and the second one you have copy amount, okay? For the cost per order, you can decide if you want to enter the trade with 50 USDT. Any trade he opens is only 50 USDT that will be deducted from your balance, okay? Once he exceeds, or once you lose that 50 USDT, it will not affect the remaining money in your balance, okay? Now the copy amount, you will put your $500 right here. This is where you're going to put the whole capital you want to use, okay? Now, just like I explained, here is where you're going to put the amount you want to risk for each trade Mr. Akato is going to enter, okay? This is just like 10%. This is like you're using 10% of your capital to trade. Now, the next thing you can see right here is to either select this auto invest, but I'm going to leave this right now, okay? So the next thing we're going to talk about is the stop loss, okay? This is the stop loss. Now, I said I'm going to explain this right here. So the stop loss is you also having control of the trading. Is you also having control of the trading. Like if you don't want the master trader to be closing trades for you, you can also fix stop loss. Okay, let's say the trade is going on the bad side, it's not going well. You can put your stop loss, and a good stop loss to fix is like 10% of your capital. Okay, so if I'm going to be using 10% stop loss, it basically means once I get a loss of $50, the trade is going to close automatically. It is going to close completely. And it also means that I'll have a balance of $450, okay? And the trade could be closed. So that is basically what stop loss means. But I'm going to be leaving this blank, okay? I want the master trader to take full advantage of my capital and trade very well. Now, the next thing, as you can see right here, is advanced setting. Normally, I would have advised to ignore this, but let's talk about this, okay? It's also very important. Now, I'm just going to click on this, okay? As you can see, this is the advanced setting. The first thing on the advanced setting right here is the margin, okay? The margin mode. And right now, there are two options, okay? You can either follow the lead trader's margin mode, or you can fix your own margin mode by yourself, okay? But since you are following someone, I'll advise you use his own margin mode. So let's leave this as the lead trader's margin mode, okay? So just leave it as default, okay? Now the next thing we're going to be talking about is the leverage. I also advise you use the lead trader's leverage. So leave these two at default, okay? As you can see, the next thing you can also select is your take profit and stop loss, okay? Your return on investment, okay? So I'm also going to be leaving this blank, okay? I'm going to be leaving this blank. Now the last thing we just need to do is to confirm this, okay? So I'm going to be selecting these two things right here for you to be able to copy this guy, okay? As you can see, I've filled all I need to fill, okay? And I'm leaving the rest blank, okay? Now for this first confirmation, as you can see right here, we are saying I have confirmed profit sharing is 10%. Now, any profit this Mr. Kata or this person that you are following is making is going to be getting 10% of it. So let's say he makes $10 for you today, and 10% of $10 is $1. So only $9 will be added to your account, and he's also going to be taking his own $1 share, okay? Now, the next thing to accept is their terms and condition, or their user service agreement, anyone you can call it. So I'm going to click on it, and as you can see, all you just need to do is to come here and click on confirm, and we are good to copy this guy, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm right now. So you should be getting this second confirmation button right here, okay? All you just have to do is to go ahead and click on it again, okay? So as you guys can see, we have copied the trader successfully on the futures page, okay? As you can see right here, you have successfully copied Akato, you can now go to copy trading. So I've successfully copied this guy right now. So let's go back to see the details. Okay. So as you guys can see on the future side, I have 498 USDT left. Okay. So I initially used $500 to start, and you can see this particular trader has an ongoing trade. Okay. And that's why I'm left with 498 USDT. Okay. So definitely this guy should be profitable, and in some time or in some days this 500 or 498 USDT should increase. Okay, and I'm going to be showing you guys the proof and results. Okay, all I just need to do is to comment on the comment section how many days do you want me to leave this trade on, or to follow this particular master trader, and I'm going to be doing another video showing you guys the proof. Now I've talked about futures copy. The next thing we're going to be talking about is spot copy. Okay, so to get to spot copy, you come here and click on this arrow. Okay, so we're done with futures copying, and like I promised, we're going to be talking about spot copy. So now let's go straight to spot copy and explain it. Okay. Alright guys, so now we are going to be talking about the spot copy trading. Okay, and like I mentioned earlier, this is one of the safest copy trading you can do. Okay, so the first thing, like we explained, okay, is to filter our search to get a good master trader to copy. Okay, so once you come here and click on this filter right here, okay, once you come here and click on this filter right here, as you guys can see, this is the same as the process we explained on the futures copy trading section. Okay, so the first thing you select is the minimum time range. Okay, or let's just say the time range, and I always mention that you select 30 days. Okay, it's a very good time range to follow. Now the second thing you need to select is your tag. Do you want the top performer, or do you want someone with low leverage? Okay, now the next thing you need to select is the 30 days profit and loss, and like I mentioned earlier, you leave this as the default. And the next thing we're going to talk about is the 30-day return on investment. And like I explained, return on investment is the ROI. Okay, that's what it means. 30 days ROI, it means your 30 days profit. And a good profit to select is 25%. Okay. Now, the next thing you can also select is your 30 days MDD. Okay, which is maximum drawdown. We'll click on this 10% right here. Okay, now the next thing we also want to select is the 30 days copy trader profit and loss, which is this right here, and this is also going to be left as default, so we're going to skip this. And the next thing we're going to also select or filter is the days trading, and I mentioned earlier, follow 30 days. Okay, click on 30 days. Okay, now the next thing you can also filter is the asset under management. This has less relevance, it's very less important. Okay, now the next thing you can also select is the minimum copy amount. Okay, so as you guys can see, you can select from $10, $50, but I mentioned that a good capital to start with in any form of trading is $100. Okay, you get good capital and good profits with $100. You get good profits. So let's select $100. Okay, now we just need to go ahead and click on confirm. Okay, go ahead and click on confirm. Now let's give this some time, and as you guys can see, we have options right here. Okay, we have a lot of options. Now all we just have to do is to come here to select a good option for ourselves. Okay, as you guys can see, the first guy right here is bike capital. Okay, while the second guy right here is this guy. Okay, now all you just have to do is to select someone of your choice. Now I'll filter this to our best search. This is the result that is giving us. Okay, and you guys can see, you can see right here. Now, if you remember, I mentioned earlier that it's best for you to go for someone with less loss within 30 days, that have lost a lower amount among all these masters that you're seeing right here. So as you can see, you can look at their 30 days maximum drawdown. This guy right now is the lowest. He has the lowest maximum drawdown, which is 7.8%, and this guy has a maximum drawdown of 9.56%. Basically means this is the amount, or this is the percentage they have lost in their capital within 30 days. They've only lost 9%, while you can also see their 30 days profits right here, and this guy has made 46% of his capital within 30 days. And this guy also has made 35% of his capital within 30 days. And this is good enough for you to select somebody. Now, another thing I want us to consider is the amount of people following them and their, let's just say the amount of people following them. Okay, so you can see this guy has 979 people following him. Okay, and he need 1,000 people. This guy has 7 people following him and he needs 300 people. Now, from this information that I've seen within these two guys, I'm going to be going for this first guy right here. Okay, I'm going to explain why later. I know I mentioned that we should follow someone that has the lowest or the minimum maximum drawdown, which is this stuff that I'm pointing at the arrow here. Okay, quite all right. This second guy has the lowest maximum drawdown, but the fact that this particular guy is a popular master trader, he has a crown right here, and there's still space for you to follow him. He has 979 people following him already, and his 30 days profit is also good enough. Okay, if you check his 30 days profit and loss, also you can see $45,000. Why this guy has $17,000? So this guy has more risk with more profit and a very low maximum drawdown, if I must say. Okay, he has a very low maximum drawdown. So go ahead and click on this first guy. Okay, so come here and click on copy. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is also the same as the stuffs I explained earlier. But before I explain this fixed ratio and fixed amount again, let's look at this stuff right here. Okay, these are the coins that this guy is doing sports trading with. Okay, he's trading BTC, he's trading Ethereum, he's trading SUI, he's trading Pepe. Now let's talk about the fixed ratio again. Any decision he makes, the percentage of amount he's willing to risk is the same percentage you are also going to be risking with your capital. Now, as you can see, I also have another 500 USDT that I'm going to use to explain and show this process live. Okay, so I'm going to be copying this particular guy. Now, I've explained this before, so I'm not going to talk about it much again. So let's go straight to fixed amount. So I advise that we always use fixed amount. Okay, so I'm coming here to fixed amount. Now, as you guys can see, the cost per order is right here. Okay, and I explained that for fixed amount, you have the ability and you have the right to use any amount you want for each trade or for each order. Okay, so if you only want to risk $50 out of your $500, you can fix $50 right here. If you only want to risk $20 out of your $500 or out of your $100, if it's $100 capital you have, you fix it right here, which means every trade is only $20 that will go out from your account. Okay, now I'm going to put $50 right here and I'm going to use $500 as my total capital. So it basically means for each trade, I'm risking 10% of my capital. If you do your math right, 10% of $500 right here is going to be giving you $50. Okay, so it's a very good strategy to use. Risk only 10% of your capital. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to select is the stop loss. Okay, and I explained that we should leave this the way it is. Okay, now as you guys can see, these are all the assets and these are the coins that this particular guy is trading. These are the coins he can trade on the spot market. Now I'm going to leave all these. Okay, all you just have to do is to come here and click on I have confirmed profit sharing is 10%. Now I explained that any profit he makes for you, he's going to get 10% of it. So if he's making $30 profit for you, definitely you are giving him $3 and you are taking $27. But if he should encounter loss, I forgot to explain this earlier. This is for people that watch the video to this point. If he should encounter loss, he's not going to be taking any percent. Okay, he's not going to be taking any percent. So it's just only when you are making profit, he's going to take percentage from your profits. Okay, so come here and select these two stuffs. Okay, we're selecting these two stuff right here for us to be able to copy in. And I'm going to go ahead and click on I've confirmed. Okay, I'll click on confirm again, and you guys can see this is the summary of the copier or the trade I want to, the master I want to copy. Okay, so I'll still go ahead and confirm it again. Now let's give it some time to load, and you guys can see I have successfully copied a master on the sports section of copy trading on Binance. Okay, I'm very sure this is very easy to understand. Now I'm going to be doing something right here. Okay, but before I do that, I want us to check. As you can see right now, let's come back to copy. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the master I just copy on the sports side. Okay, so you can see the bike capital guy. Okay, so you can see this is the guy, this is the guy right here, and it's on the sports side. Now I want us to go back to the future side, the first place we copied from. Let's go back to the futures. Okay, I want us to see something right here. As you guys can see, remember I showed you that I have $498 the moment I copy this guy. Now you guys can see I have $560 just within an hour. If you check the time frame, because this video is recorded in real time, you see that within an hour I can see I've gotten $60 plus from this. Now I can decide to close this trade at once, okay, and take my profit. I will give him his 10%, which is $6, and I'll be getting $54 for myself. So one thing I need you to understand is that this futures that you're seeing right here is very profitable, but the risk is involved is high. The way you can make money instantly is the way you can lose money instantly. So if you're not someone that can risk enough, that doesn't have risk tolerance, I will not advise you to go for futures copy. Just go ahead and do spot copy. But if you're someone that can undergo risk and you have enough money, enough capital, you can do both of them. Okay, you can do futures and you can do sports. Now just imagine within an hour I've gotten $60, 60 USDT, which is close to 100k, 100,000 naira in Nigerian currency. So I'm very sure that if I should leave this for a particular period of time, I can even get double the amount of money that I invested on this platform. I can get it back within 30 days. Okay. So I want you guys to do me a favor and please comment below how many days do you want me to leave this money on this platform. Okay, so you can see this is for the futures. Don't forget, this is the futures and I'm already making $60 right now. If you go to the sports, it's still $500 that is here. And remember, this is the guy I copied on sports trading. Okay, so I want you guys to mention on the comments how many days do you want me to leave this money on this platform, and let's see how much we're going to make within this period of days. So without still wasting much of your time, that's the end of this video. I would also like if you guys take small time to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel to get more updates like this whenever I do upload them on YouTube. I will see you guys on my next update.